and welcome back, or welcome to, if you are new here, to my ASMR channel. Now, for today's video, I thought I would show you guys 3 movies that maybe you haven't heard of, and of course, that I definitely recommend these movies. Now, I honestly I was gonna add a 4th in here, but I am unsure where that movie is. So I did take a screenshot on my iPod of the cover for the DVD to show you guys still towards the end. So if you guys enjoyed this, hit that thumbs up button and smash that subscribe button as well. And of course, we will go ahead and get into it. Now, I think majority, if maybe not all 3 of these, I might have found on like maybe Amazon, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I've had these for so long, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm kind of like maybe 99% sure you can probably find these on Amazon. But for the first one, now I found out from watching a YouTube video a while back. There was a scene of it in one of those compilation videos that someone made, and I was like, okay, what is that movie? So of course I asked, and the person who made the video commented and told me, and of course I had to try and find it. So this first one is called Opening Night. Now, if you guys have, if you grew up watching that 70s show, the original one, of course, which, I mean, I know he's in the reboot, but you got Topher Grace, and then some other stars, Rob Riggle, Tate Diggs, and for all of my early 90s babies and loyal NSYNC fans out there, Jay-Z, which is who the movie pretty much is about. Now, I tell you, when he sings at one of his parts in this movie, which I mean, pretty much every part, I literally smile. I mean, I have been a fan of this man's voice for so long. Plus he was one of my first celebrity crushes, and 20 some years later, he still is. But I love this movie. It's kind of like almost, I don't know, it's kind of maybe cheesy in a way, but I still really love this movie. It is hilarious. Now, I know they did have this on Netflix. I'm just unsure after so long if it's still on there. But I think that's how I watched it at first, if I'm not mistaken, and then I got the movie. But definitely recommend, of course. Now, I was originally going to do this video for my main channel, but I still unsure this when this one came out, but I will leave these in the description of this video and maybe put the year next to it. But if you guys have ever, like, if you grew up and you watched Top Gun, of course, again, the original, and then the newer one, Maverick, it definitely kind of gives off that vibe. You got Shane West. And again, sit down here, another JC movie. And then Bill Pullman, I think is how you say his last name. Now, again, if you have seen Casper, Cat's dad. But again, definitely 1,000,000,000% recommend. I definitely cried at least, I don't know, a couple times maybe, at least, in this movie. I'm not going to give it away, obviously, but you'll just have to watch it and find out, which, again, recommend. Alright, now this next one, let me see if I can find a year before I show this. Okay, this is 2008, which I'm gonna have to double check on YouTube just to make sure. Now, I mean, maybe people have heard of this by now. I'm not exactly sure. I don't even remember how I even came across this movie, to be honest. This is just one of them that I don't remember. But this one is called Keith. Now, I don't have the DVD in here. I have it in here in one of these little things. Look, that was important to mention, but of course, this is pretty much about Jesse McCartney, who, of course, is the character Keith. It is a fairly sad movie, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know if maybe everyone has probably maybe heard of this movie by now. But again, if you haven't, I can definitely recommend. It is a really good movie. it's pretty much just about them two. It does have all of the Dream Street guys though, like towards the end of the video, or the movie, I mean. But I thought this was kind of fairly decent, honestly. I mean, this came out in 2005, which it does, if it'll focus, there we go. It does have the year right there. So I didn't have to look that up. Not like the years matter, I guess, but yeah, that's another one that I definitely recommend. Which I think I heard in like a behind the scenes thing, that all of the guys were gonna be in it, like looking for Chris, I believe. But somehow or another they kind of did away with it for some reason. I don't remember why. But I still think that was kind of decent, even though again, it's kind of one of those cheesy kind of movies, but it's somehow still decent. I mean, that's kind of the best way I can explain it at the moment. But I mean, again, definitely recommend all of these movies. Like, I'm pretty sure you can probably find them all again on Amazon. It wouldn't really surprise me because you can find pretty much anything on there. So yeah, I will list all of these in the description